Once you do that, I want you to move on to the intrigue step. So you can do disrupt in like 1 to 2 lines. Generally, it's going to be your first line. The second, third, fourth lines, this is where your email can vary in length. It's the intrigue step, okay? So the intrigue is going to be the bulk of it, where you're going to sort of build a bit of a story in a way. And so some stories, there are 1-sentence stories, and there are 500-page stories. So it's kind of going to be up to you, but what you want to do is start to build the case or start teasing the breadcrumbs. The way that I sort of like to imagine it is you're basically saying, hey, I've got this treasure map. Now check this out. Here's breadcrumb 1, 2, 3, up, the trail. It's gone a little cold, but you can see the X way over here on the side. It's like, you know, there's something really great on the other side of all the way at, but the breadcrumbs have run just a little shy and I can't quite get there. You need to click here now to see the next thing and get the rest of the breadcrumbs so you can find the treasure. That's sort of the way I want you to think about email. So what you want to do is sort of start poking the reader. So you said, hey, there's this interesting thing going on. And the reader's going to say, oh, I'm interested in that. And then you're going to say, well, you know, it's kind of like this, and it works like that, and it's so one of the things that I tell my writers to do is, it's kind of goofy, but I kind of tell them to get a little coy and almost like flirting with themselves. I told one of my writers one time to go look in the mirror, go put one finger in the corner of his mouth and flirt with himself and be like, oh yeah, like this. Do this, get a little playful with it, and act a little bit silly. And when it comes across, like whenever you can't convey that sort of attitude with words and text, but whenever you think like that, and you think like a little goofy, coy child, and when you start typing, you're sort of like, it's like, well, like let me do an example of like a political or like a stock market thing. So it'd be like, I don't think you want to know what Joe Biden just did. It's pretty bad. I think you're going to be really upset. It's going to affect a lot of different industries, and I think there's going to be a really, really big meltdown in the stock markets. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, there's one dude I know who, like, he's got this prediction. I mean, he's already predicted like the last 50 things that have happened, and they all came true, but he knows how to make a boatload of money off of these things. But I mean, if you're interested in it, I got this link, you can check it out. But I mean, your portfolio could be in a lot of danger right now if you don't have the things that he's recommending. So I mean, I don't know, you just do whatever you want to do. So like when I'm having sort of like fun with it and like just like being goofy or silly or like being a little bit over the top in person, if you actually transcribe the words that I wrote down, they have a bit of sort of a eerie, almost like FOMO / dread sort of thing. Like when I feel and talk like that, like I'm just trying to I'm trying to poke at you. I'm just having fun with it on my side and my body and my person here. But when it comes across in the text and the page, the message just works. And the reason that is because people don't understand like how boring the words are that they're writing when they're just writing from their brains. So I feel like you almost have to get yourself in a bit of a state of, that's what I'm talking about when I say intrigue. Like, what is intrigue? Intrigue is me poking you but not really telling you anything, okay? You know, stop touching me, stop touching me. I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. And you're like, you know, this is brother-sister talk, you know, like you're like this far away from like touching little sister and she's crying and screaming and she's like, stop, he's being a butthole. So like that's kind of how you want to be in email. I'm not touching you, okay? Because that's going to get people's brains like, that's what you want to get them doing. There's an itch that needs to be scratched in that way. So again, think of it coming at it from kind of coy. You're kind of playing a little game with the reader, right? You're teasing them about something that they don't know about, but there's possibly a lot of benefits or possibly a lot of pain if you ignore me right now. I don't know if you want to do that. It's your call. I mean, it's your life. I mean, you could be a loser forever, or you could jump on this $1 million bandwagon hype train thing that, you know, could make you super rich. I don't know. It's up to you. So anyway, think about intrigue like that, okay? And notice how I didn't explain anything. Notice how I didn't tell you what Joe Biden or whoever did, or the new law that they passed, or what's the details on section 9, verse 11, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do that, right? I didn't do that. I just sort of talked about, like, high level, described, blah, 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 blah. All right, so then that's disrupt, that's intrigue. Next thing, click. I even did it in my little joke thing that I just did right now. Like, I got this link, and if you click it, Could be a lot of good stuff in there for you, but I mean, if you want to watch your portfolio fall to absolute garbage, crash, dumpster fire, you could just ignore this message. It's up to you. So there's the urgency too. So see how I'm saying, like, it did. Notice how I was able to convey urgency and FOMO and almost like scarcity and that fear just by saying, you know, I don't have to say like, oh my God, act now, or your portfolio, like, blah, 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 like, or you only got 5 days to act, or there's only 20 copies left, or it's closing down on May 11th. I didn't do anything like that, right? It's sort of just like, you know, it's up to you. I mean, notice how I'm almost takeaway selling, but that's what I'm saying. Like, urgency doesn't have to be so on the nose. It's like, buy now, or else I'm taking it away forever. You see what I'm saying? So I think, again, if you think about the philosophy of how to write email, and you come from that mindset of like, I'm just poking you, I'm just kind of playing with you, I'm just like, I'm not touching you, it's playing a little game with the reader, okay? Coming up from that perspective. So I want you to understand like this high level philosophy. We're driving traffic. We're trying to tease them into action. The way that we do that is we stay doing the very least. Notice I didn't convey a lot of information, and I just made this thing up on the spot. Notice I was a little goofy with it. Notice I only follow this very simple formula: disrupt, intrigue, click, and I say click plus you. So like, call to action plus some urgency about why you should click, like why it's important, why you might want to do it now instead of later. Okay, just think about these things. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a gazillion templates. This is just, again, like new, easy, safe, and big. You don't need a bazillion rules and laws. You just need to understand that basic philosophy and concept, and then sit down and get your message out there.